I saw that. Good morning, guys. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler, and we are driving the Sandworm, but we do have a Sandstorm behind us back there. So we're heading over to Arkansas. I didn't go camping this weekend. I wanted to, but my house is tore apart because of a busted pipe, and then it was just raining and storming for the last 2 days. But I do want to get out and get the Sandworm out on some trails, so that's what we're doing. And then I invited my brother and his girlfriend out to borrow the Bronco and join me, because she loves Broncos, he loves Broncos. So I figured I'd give them the Bronco for the day. So we're gonna get both vehicles in the video at the same time, which will be pretty cool. So you guys will kind of see, I guess, both of them going down the same trail, and you can make your own opinions about which one you want or which one you would prefer. And anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a good day, so make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys out on the trail. Guys, we have made it to the infamous Panel Road, whatever you want to call it, the one that broke the tie rod on the Bronco. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Knock on wood, obviously. Don't know why my headlight's doing that. I think it's because I'm airing down right now. So yeah, there it goes. I think when you start airing down or something, lights flash. But anyways, we've got both vehicles airing down. I did bring GoPros, but I didn't bring the mounts to mount the GoPros. So this is going to be another video where I'm running around setting the camera up to get the action shots. Might get the drone out. It was windy on the way here. It's a little windy. I just got the drone back from being repaired. Shout out to DJI. They have a great customer service. Pretty much I paid to repair my drone, so they're gonna fix that drone, but they sent me a new drone, so I didn't have to wait on the repairs. So I guess mine's just gonna be sold as a refurbished drone. Whatever works out, you know. Paid a lot less money to get a new drone than it would be to actually order one off Amazon, which would be like $1,200 or something. But yes, we've got the Bronco airing down. My brother's gonna drive it today, and then we've got the Canyon airing down. So this will be the first video to see them both, see the twins in video together, where they're both off-roading together. So I'm pretty excited about it. Hopefully I can get the drone up and get some cool shots, like action shots of them together. Looking forward to that. Anyways, I need to check the air pressure because the Canyon tires are not as big as the Broncos, so I cannot let them go that low. And we're at like 16 and 15, so I definitely don't want to go that low, that much lower. So yeah, we're running 15 PSI on the Canyon. The Bronco can definitely go down to 16, 15 and not have an issue because of the 37s. But the Canyon, I don't know, it could probably go down to 12, but I wouldn't want to do it. So yeah, we're sitting at 15, 16, and my sensors are all backwards. So we're gonna get these on. We're gonna check the Bronco, make sure it's good, and then get to rolling. I saw that. I hope that got captured on your dash camera. Now here is the part, okay? You're gonna get the tires on the edge and you're gonna just let the Bronco slide off that rock. Go slow. I'll let you know when the tire's on the edge of the rock. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, the front tire's at the edge, so don't hit any gas. Just brake. Let off the brake slowly. Slowly, hold it, hold it, hold it. All right, keep going. You're gonna have to give her some gas. You're good. I got skid plates. Keep going. Okay.
You want to fix it?
No, you're fine. You're on the skid plate. Let me throw a rock under this tire. You just don't have any track. All right, we have got the Bronco stuck. Something always happens to it out here. We are going to winch it out. Hit the in button. They made it down. A little bit help with the winch. So I don't have front lockers or the sway bar disconnect on my Bronco, so they got caught up on the skid plate and couldn't get traction. That's the reason they got stuck. If I had the sway bar disconnect, even just the sway bar disconnect, they could have got down, because it would have dropped those rear tires to get traction, and then even just a front locker. So if you get a Bronco, make sure you get the one with the lockers and the sway bar disconnect. All right, guys. Honestly didn't expect my brother to do that ledge, because it's a lot bigger in person than it looks on camera. I feel like it's a pretty good drop, but really you're just, especially with the Bronco, because I have skid plates on it, you're just kind of sliding off. Yeah, you're just kind of sliding off and letting the tires just catch. He got hung up on the skid plate, and I don't have, as I was saying, I don't have the sway bar disconnect, so I couldn't drop the tires down any lower, or I don't have lockers in my Bronco. And in the truck, I only have the automatic rear locker, so that's really all I'm working with today. But the Bronco has a winch, and I have the shackle hitch, which I need to get my soft shackle. But anyways, it's cool to see that. Let me know in the comments how you're enjoying the video so far. Okay, so this is the part where you might slide a little bit. Once we get on this corner, it gets real muddy. All right. Yeah, look at his truck flex. Woo. God. Woo. God. Your tire's off the ground. I think that's a first for me. I've never had the tire pop up in the truck before. That's crazy. We're gonna have to watch the Bronco, because it doesn't have as much travel. So we're gonna have to, oh my God, look at that. That thing's tucked in there. That is a first for the truck, to get that tire off the ground. Yeah, that's insane. Looks sick. We made it down with the truck. Now we got to get the Bronco down. We got to reevaluate, because it's got a shorter wheelbase. So that made me nervous in the truck. The Bronco is a little wider though, but it doesn't have the flex or articulation of the truck. So I'm worried about what the Bronco is going to do. So we're going to try this a little different. So I think I went too far up here. I think I need to get him down here. All right, come forward slow. Stay as much towards the passenger side as possible. Go slow, because that tire's gonna pop up. You do not want to go fast. So go passenger a little more. And then just let it roll, just use the brake, no gas. Drive her a little bit, there's a rock sticking out. Okay, slow. You want to go slow here. This is where it might pop out. Go drive her a little bit more. Hang on right there. Okay, keep going. Okay, your tire's about to pop up. If it hasn't already. Okay, keep going, straighten your wheel. Keep going. Don't run me over. Don't worry, I'm on that brake. Okay, I think you're good. I think I just went too far up that hill is why I tipped. This is where you're gonna slide towards that wall, but you'll be fine. Got a cool photo out of it though. Okay, we're good. So that's definitely what happened. I went too far up on the hill with the truck. Bronco did just fine. Sorry, I'm trying to get spots where I can get some nice, cool screenshots later. All right. I don't know why this seems to happen a lot. This trail, I've been out here 3 or 4 times. Been able to go down to the river, and then all of a sudden it's got a gate up saying, oh, what is this little animal? Oh, it's a squirrel. Oh, it's a chipmunk. There's a little chipmunk to the left. Anyways, there's a gate up saying private property. I mean, on Onyx it doesn't show private property, so I know people are prone to just putting gates up for no reason. The one up here was knocked down, so I went through it, and then we get to the river, and I'm pretty sure you can't own property up to a certain footage by the river because nobody can own the water. So I don't know. Yeah, here's the gate, so who knows. Alright, so we finished Pinnell Road for like, I don't know, the 5th or 6th time out here. Vehicles did great. Bronco did great. Got them to go off that ledge, as you guys saw. Did not attempt to go up it again because I didn't want to break another tie rod, even though I do have stronger ones on. I didn't want to do that or break the steering column. But the truck did great. We've got the new brakes and everything on. Everything's fine. I hate when mud gets in there and they start squeaking because it makes me feel like something's wrong again. But anyways, there's one portion here as we're coming back, the last end, there's mud, it kept just sliding into the ditch, couldn't get out of it, so I just said screw it and drove the ditch line and just hoped it didn't get any deeper than what it was. Luckily it did not. I rubbed a little bit. I think my diffs kind of rubbed on the dirt a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it was fine. It was soft mud, so I wasn't too worried. I probably wouldn't have done that if it was hard ground. But the Bronco didn't rub, obviously, because it has more clearance. But it was cool to at least get both vehicles out here at the same time. And there's definitely stuff the truck did better at, and then definitely, obviously, things the Bronco did better at just because it has the clearance and the grippier tires. But gotta switch the air over. I will tell you what, guys, today has been nice. It is 65 degrees outside. I did have the windows down, but since I'm doing a video, I got them rolled up for a second. But man, today I think has cured the depression that I had all weekend long. The storms, the rain, my house, feeling like my house is falling apart because of the bursted pipe and everything. Just didn't feel like things weren't going my way, I guess. But today, hanging out with my brother and his girlfriend, and you know, kind of showing them how fun off-roading and stuff can be, definitely cured a lot of that. So now I'm ready to get back, go to work Monday morning, which is tomorrow, and resume tackling getting my house fixed and, you know, bringing on the work week. But anyways, I know this video is kind of short doing the off-road stuff. It's kind of, honestly, it's me easing back into it since I got the new brakes and rotors on the truck, got the radiator hose leak fixed on the truck, got the windshield wipers fixed on the truck. All that happened at once pretty much. So we got all that taken care of. So yeah, this is the first time really getting the truck out since then. And I know you guys like seeing the truck off-road and stuff, so I was glad my brother was able to tag along and bring the Bronco. So it's cool to get both my vehicles out there at once. Hopefully I can get some cool screenshots from the footage and get some cool photos of them side by side pretty much. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which one you would take. For me, it's not necessarily Canyon over Bronco for me, and I'll do a video on this later, but in my opinion, it's more SUV over truck because they're both capable vehicles. I wouldn't say one really outdoes the other. The Bronco, obviously, if it had the Sasquatch package with the lockers and the sway bar disconnect, it would, you know, be able to outperform the truck. But right now, since both of my vehicles are kind of the base model, other than the Bronco having like heated seats and stuff, they're both kind of the base model when it comes to off-roading. They're, in my opinion, they're neck and neck. The longer wheelbase of the truck has its benefits, and then the shorter wheelbase of the Bronco has its benefits, plus the Bronco being lifted a little taller and on 37-inch tires versus 34s. Bronco definitely does have its benefits. But as for really off-roading and stuff, I gotta say they're close. So it really comes down to, what do you prefer, SUV or a truck? And I'm gonna do a video on pros and cons of both because I've camped with both, off-roaded both. And there's a lot of pros that come with the Bronco that the truck really can't compete with, and that's just due to some of the personal aspects of my life. Like the two German Shepherds I have, the Bronco is way better for those. For my dogs, a lot more space. And then with the roof rack, you got a full roof rack on the top of the Bronco, so it has, you know, plenty of cargo space for boxes and the tent and everything. And I can still fit the fridge and everything inside the Bronco and still have room for my dogs, whereas the truck, I got to keep the back seat pretty clear. But anyways, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm rambling on. Until next time, enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments, Bronco or Canyon, truck or SUV, what would you choose and why? And then I will see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe.